going to begin in child's pose. So go ahead, bring your knees out wide, big toes to touch, and then extend your arms forward. Settle your hips as far down, close to your heels as you can. Relax your forehead down. And let's take 3 long breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. 2 more just like this. Inhale deeply, expanding your ribs in all directions. Exhale fully. And 1 more full breath through the nose. Feel the expansion in your back as you breathe in. And as you exhale, straighten arms, settle hips even closer to your heels, and then walk both of your hands to the right. Take a long deep breath here, stretching the left side of your chest. And exhale out. Inhale gently back to center. Move your hands to the other side. Take a breath. And exhale out. Inhale, slowly return back to center. Roll yourself forward, come to hands and knees. And we'll go through a few rounds of cat and cow with the breath. As you inhale, arch your spine, lift your head up, lift your tailbone up. And as you exhale, round your back. Tuck chin toward chest, tuck tailbone in. You should really feel the stretch in your back. Inhale, reverse the curve to arch the back. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. So right now, if the shoulders are climbing up, slide them down and away. Exhale, round your spine. Keep on going like this with your breath, but feel free to add some additional movements like circles with your head and your neck, circles with your hips. And just enjoy your body moving for these few moments. And just tilting hips side to side to stretch the sides of the belly and the ribs. And we'll come to tabletop pose. Here, tuck your toes, pull your pelvic floor upwards, pull your navel upwards toward your heart, and press your hands firmly down. Just lift your knees and hover above the floor. Rock yourself a little more forward, so shoulders are over the wrists, and then rock yourself a little bit further back. Keep going like this few more times. Rock forward, rock back, knees are hovering above the floor. Pull again, pelvic floor up, navel up toward the spine, rocking forward and back for 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, bending one knee, bending the other. Shake your head yes and no. And step your feet a little bit wider than your regular down dog. So feet are as wide as the mat. Twist, bring your right hand to hold your left shin, your ankle, or anywhere where you can comfortably get your hand to. Active twist. Inhale back to down dog to twist the other way. Again, reaching your hand anywhere where you can comfortably reach, closer to the knee or closer to the ankle. Inhale back to center, walk your hands forward, plank pose. Tuck your tailbone forward here and be mindful not to arch the back. That may look like lifting just the tailbone upwards. We want to tuck it forward, and again, lifting up from pelvic floor, lower belly up, belly button goes up toward your heart. And breathe here. Push the floor away from you for 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Engage your legs so much that your knees lift. And again, roll your shoulders away from the ears. Pinch your elbows toward your body. Inhale, lower head down to the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your heart up. 3 more like this. Inhale to lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift your heart up. Tall neck. One last time, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, transition back to child's pose. Send your hips back, widen the knees. Inhale, roll yourself forward to hands and knees. And here, flip your right palm. So the palm of the hand is up toward the ceiling and your fingers point toward you. And just make a fist with your hand and then release. A few more times like this, make a fist and release, adding a little bit of gentle weight there to the wrist. We want to warm up the wrists well as we'll go off into plank pose and down dog. Let's do another 2 times. Fist with the hand and relax. One last time. And then place your hand again, fingers pointing forward, and flip the opposite palm of the hand. And again, make a fist and release. Fingers pointing toward you, palm of the hand lifted. Add a very gentle weight there to feel the stretch every time you make a fist with your hand. One more time. And return the hands again forward. And gently turn your fingers to point out, maybe all the way around so that your fingers point toward your knees. And rock your shoulders side to side, maybe into a little circle here to stretch the wrists. And we'll return the hands again, fingers forward. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Bending one knee, bending the other. Shake your head, yes and no. Slowly walk your feet forward toward your hands. Forward fold. Wrap opposite elbows with hands and sway from side to side. On your next inhale, rise up, arms over your head. Exhale, hands together in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen spine, half lift. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to plank. This time, lower forearms down to the floor. Tuck your tailbone forward. And again, lifting from the pelvic floor upward. Pull your navel into your spine. And rock a few times forward and back. Just like this. Don't allow the low back to arch. Keep on tucking this tailbone forward. Squeeze your glutes lightly here as well. That will help. And we'll stay here for just 3 more breaths. Rocking forward and back. Inhale, lower all the way down. And this time, move your arms out. And as you exhale, lift everything except your hips up. Pinch between the shoulder blades, lower the shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, lower down, inhale, lift up. Pinch between the shoulder blades, lift your feet up and see if you can squeeze your feet to touch. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up, pinch between the shoulder blades. Last 2 times like this. And 1 more. Lift everything up and hold. Tall neck. Reach the crown of the head forward. So notice here, if you're lifting your head too far up, lower it down. Squeeze the feet to touch and lengthen the whole body. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose for just a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Pedal your feet. Once more, walk your feet wider. Feet as wide as the mat. Twist, right hand holding your left shin, ankle, or anywhere where you can get to. Active twist. And then switch your hands. Left hand reaching out to the right shin or ankle. Inhale back to center. Walk your hands all the way back. Turn your toes out. Heels in. Come down into a deep yogi squat. Rock a few times side to side. And then place your hands onto your thighs and twist, rocking one shoulder inward, moving this knee outward. And then we'll switch sides a few more times. It should feel very nice on your upper back and your shoulders. Lower hands down, lift your hips up. Inhale, rise up. Arms over your head, hands together in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, walk your hands forward. Forearms down to the floor. This time, place your left forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. And stay here in side plank. Stack your feet one over the other if that feels good for you. Or if it's too much, you can lower your bottom knee down and lift your top leg. And in contrary, if you want a little bit of extra strengthening, you can stay on your foot and still lift your top leg up for another 3 breaths. Extend your top arm up, maybe reach it over your head. One more full breath. And as you exhale, transition to the other side, opposite forearm down to the floor. Still return to your preferred variation, either with the bottom knee down or feet stuck together, or lift your top leg up. Extend your top arm up and breathe for 3, 2, maybe reach your top arm over your head, and 1 more. And return onto your belly. Inhale, cobra pose or up dog. Here for up dog, you can lift everything except your hips up, but don't lose the engagement of the abdomen. Still squeeze your glutes, shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, bending one knee, bending the other. Extend your right leg up. 3-legged dog, bend your knee, open up your hips, and start drawing a few circles here with your lifted knee. Let's switch the directions of the circles. Big circles with the knee in the other direction. Extend your leg up high and step your foot forward on the outside of your right hand. And here, rock a few times forward and back. Plant your left hand firmly down and lift your right arm, right foot forward, right arm lift up high. Exhale, lower your elbow down to the floor. Inhale, lift your arm up. Exhale, elbow to the floor. One last time, arm up, twist. Exhale, elbow down. Lower both elbows down to the floor. Take a breath and transition to a forearm plank. Step your right foot back. Place your left forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. Side plank on the left side. Extend top arm up. Lift your top leg up. Take a breath. Exhale, transition to the other side. Right forearm down to the floor. Extend your top arm up. Lift your top leg, if that is a good variation for you. Back to center, lay down onto your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Extend your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hips. Three-legged dog with the knee bent. And start drawing these big circles with your top knee. As big as you comfortably can. And then switch the directions of the circles. Inhale, extend your leg up high, and then step your foot on the outside of your hands. And here, rock a few times, forward and back. Create strength within your legs, squeeze the inner thighs. Plant your right hand firmly down and lift your left arm up. Twist. As you exhale, lower your elbow down to the floor. Inhale to twist, open up your arm. Still keeping strong legs. Exhale, elbow down. 3 more like this with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow down. Last 2 times. 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow down, lower both elbows to the floor. And transition to forearm plank. Hold here for a breath. Again, tuck tailbone forward. Transition for right forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. Side plank on the right. Breath in. Exhale, side plank on the left side. Breath in. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Bending one knee, bending the other. Walk your feet forward. Turn your toes out, heels in. Lower your hips down. And go ahead, have a seat in the middle of the mat. Hold behind your thighs here and lift your feet up. Both pose. You're welcome to stay here. Support a tall spine, roll shoulders down and away. If you want a little extra, reach your arms forward. And breathe. Deep breaths in and out. On your next inhale, lower halfway down. And here, round your spine and lower your low back down to the floor. Still keep your knees bent, but lift your shoulders up. So here the focus is to press the low back to the floor. And breathe. Straighten one leg. And bend the knees. Straighten the other leg. And bend the knees. Keep pressing low back to the floor. Don't let it come up. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to lift. If it's too much on your neck, you can bring your hands behind your head. Keep fighting for this low back to stay in touch with the floor. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And avoid dropping your leg all the way down to the floor. If anything, just straighten it a little bit and keep it very high up, just to support your low back and to ensure that your abdomen are working. If you lower your leg too far down, that may create a big arch. We don't want that. Keep on breathing here. With every exhale, see if you can draw your navel down toward the floor and toward your heart. Inhale, extend. We're almost done here. Almost done. Make sure if your hands are behind your head, you're not pushing your head forward. So think of a tall neck. With every exhale, drawing navel toward the spine. Last 3, 2, last 1. And lower all the way down, hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Lower feet to the floor. Keep your feet hip width apart. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up. Keep your glutes really engaged. And then just gently tap the floor. And as you exhale, lift the hips back up. Inhale to tap the floor. Exhale to lift. Keep on going just like this, working with the glutes. So avoid really lifting the hips with your quads or the front of the thighs. Contract the glutes, engage the hamstrings, and breathe. And just 3 more times, and then we'll keep the hips up. Squeeze the glutes, keep the hips lifted, and focus on your breath. As you inhale, expand your ribs on the sides. And as you exhale, pull your pelvic floor upwards. Draw navel upwards and lower belly up toward the spine. And in the last portion, imagine you're contracting your ribs together. So it's kind of becoming like a corset. Inhale, expanding the ribs on the side. As you exhale, engage pelvic floor, lower belly, lift belly button up toward the spine, and then in the last portion, contract the upper ribs coming together. 3 more breaths just like this. Inhale and exhale, lift everything upward, starting from the pelvic floor. Last 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Last one, breath in and exhale out. And on your next inhale, gently lower your hips down. Your glutes are probably burning, that's a good thing. Cross your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Arms stay relaxed by your sides. Hug your left knee into your chest to stretch the hips actively. And as you inhale, tap your heel to the floor. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, heel to the floor. Keep on going like this for 3 more active hip stretch. Last time. And switch sides. Figure 4 on the opposite side. Hug knee into chest and then lower heel down to tap the floor. Keep on going with the breath. With the exhale, going upwards, inhale to lower toward the floor. We'll go for a few active twists here. Unwrap your legs, hug your knees into your chest, and then extend your arms out wide. On your next inhale, press your low back firmly down to the floor and move your knees out to the right. As you exhale, bring them back together. Inhale, knees to the left. Exhale, back together. Try to keep your back glued to the floor and really work with your abdomen as you exhale, bringing the knees back up. Exhale, knees up. Inhale, down. Exhale, knees up. Inhale, down. Keep on going like this. And if you want a little extra, you can straighten your legs, going slightly out to the side, and exhale, bring your legs back to center. Last 2 times on each side. This time we'll move the legs all the way to the right, bend the knees, and twist passively here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, legs back to center. Bend the knees and twist to the left. Again, passive twist, take a little rest. Just for a breath. Inhale back to center. Hold behind your thighs and start rocking forward and back a few times on your spine. Use the momentum and curl your back here. Curl yourself up like a little ball. Use the momentum to step your feet down and come all the way up to standing. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to plank. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Lower your knees down and push yourself back up. Straighten both of the legs, lift your knees up, tuck tailbone forward. Lower halfway down, chaturanga, knees to the floor to push yourself back up. Straighten the legs, halfway down, knees to the floor, push up. Straighten legs, lower down, chaturanga. So these are a little yoga push-ups. Straight legs to lower halfway down, knees down to push yourself up. Keep on going like this. If this is too much with straight legs to push yourself or to descend down, feel free to keep your knees to the floor the whole time. But be mindful here not to sink the hips down. So lift it up, tuck tailbone forward, halfway down, and then push yourself back up. Keep pointing your elbows straight back and hug your elbows by your sides for another 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. And lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, bend one knee, bend the other. Extend your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hips, and feel free to stay here or flip your dog. Move your leg all the way across the body. Lift your hips up, extend your top arm up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Lift your leg up high. Move knee to chest. Twist. Extend your leg across the body to the other side and lower foot to the floor. This time lift your left arm up. Hands down to the floor. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, step your foot forward and on the outside of your right hand. So here we are in this lunge. Rock a few times side to side. And then bring your right fingers behind your right elbow. As you exhale, open up your chest. Inhale, tap your elbow to the floor. Exhale, open up. Inhale, tap elbow to the floor. Keep on going like this with your breath for another 3 more. And 2. Last one. Stay here. Push your left hand firmly down to the floor, right foot firmly down, and step your back leg forward and through. Just for a breath. And then slide your leg back, coming to a lunge, hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, bend one knee, bend the other. Lean forward, knees down to the floor, going back to the push-ups. Spread your fingers wide, tuck tailbone forward. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale, push yourself up. You're welcome to come to a different variation of the push-ups with the legs straight to descend down, or keep your knees straight down to the floor for just 5 more. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale to push yourself up. 4, 3, 2, and last one. all the way down onto your belly. Here, relax for a moment. Rest one side of your face down to your forearms. Bend your knees and windshield your feet to the left and to the right. Turn your head the other way. Inhale back to center. Child's pose. Just for a breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Bend one knee, bend the other. Extend your left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hips. And here stay just as you are, or flip your dog. Lower your foot all the way down. Lift your hips up. Inhale. And as you exhale, three-legged dog. Extend your leg up. Move knee to chest. Twist. Extend your leg all the way to the right. And lift your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Extend your leg up. And then step your foot forward on the outside of your left wrist. Rock a few times forward and back. Place your left fingers behind your left ear. And as you inhale, lift your left elbow up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, tap the floor with your elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap the floor. Keep on going like this with these thoracic spine rotations. They're really good for your upper back, especially if you're sitting for a long time. Let's go for 3 more. And 2. And 1. Keep your fingers behind your ear. Shift all of your weight to your front hand and front foot. And step your back leg through. Extend your leg forward and into the air. Hold like this. And as you exhale, step back into this lunge. Both hands down. We're actually going here to lower forearms down to the floor. Step back to forearm plank. And last time we're moving to a side plank. Right forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. Extend top arm up. Optional to lift your top leg up for just a breath. And as you exhale, switch sides. Again, lift. Top arm up, lift top leg up. Return back onto your belly and bend your elbows. Take a rest for a moment. Forehead down. Allow your breath to deepen and quiet down a little bit. Windshield your knees, your feet to the left and to the right. Keep your knees bent and reach to hold your feet. Flare out your toes here. And then just a little bit kick your feet into your hands and notice how you feel. You should feel like a slight stretch in your shoulders, opening up of the chest. If that feels okay, lift your knees off the floor and kick a little bit more to lift your chest a little higher. And breathe. Lift your head along with you. Lift your chin up. And stay for 3 long breaths. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower the knees down. Lower your forehead down. And extend your right arm out to the right. Here, place your palm up with your thumb facing down to the floor. And then rotate to your right shoulder. Bend your left knee and place it behind you like a kickstand. Maybe lower forehead down to the floor. Actually, not forehead, but the side of the head. The right side of your head down. And as you inhale, come back to center to switch sides. Extend your left arm out to the left with your thumb pointing down. Palm of the hand is up toward the ceiling. Rotate and then place your right foot behind you. Again, head down to the floor if that feels comfortable. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Inhale back to center, child's pose. Send your hips back. Deep breath in. And out. Inhale, roll yourself forward, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Bending one knee, bending the other. Extend your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Step your foot forward between hands and rise up into a high lunge. Here, tuck tailbone forward, push your ribs back, relax your shoulders down and away from the ears, and notice your back heel. Lift your back heel over your toes and lower your hips down so the hips is in line with the knee if you can tolerate it. Lift your arms up, interlace your fingers over your head and point your palms up. Stretch long, keeping engaged core, ribs back. Inhale. As you exhale, open up your hips for warrior two. Widen the stance if you need it. Lower back heel down. Inhale, flip your front palm up. Slide your back hand down, back leg. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Front elbow down to your front thigh. Extend your back arm forward. Breathe here. And slowly straighten both of your legs. Lower your right hand down to your shin, maybe to your ankle or wherever it lands for a triangle pose. With the top arm extended over your head. On your next inhale, return back to warrior two. Straighten both of your legs, heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. And we're going to transition to a half moon. Bend your front knee a little bit and place your hand somewhere ahead of your foot and out to the right. Lift your back leg up. Flex your foot, open up the hips, and then extend your top arm up as well. You're welcome to stay here or challenge your balance by lifting your bottom hand off the floor. Still keep your hand somewhere hovering above the floor just in case you need to touch the floor again. One more breath. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the floor, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your left leg up. And then step your foot forward between your hands. Widen the stance as much as you need it. Squeeze your legs together. Rise up here, high lunge. Straighten back leg, tuck tailbone forward. Bend your front knee. Interlace your fingers over your head, point your palms up and stretch. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Lower back, heel down. Open up the hips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Flip front palm up. Slide your backhand down your back leg. Exhale, side angle. Lower your front elbow to front thigh. Extend your back arm forward. Inhale and exhale. Slowly straighten both of the legs. Lower your hand down to your shin. Triangle pose variation. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And just one more breath here. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten both of the legs, heel toe your feet a little bit closer to one another. Bend your front knee, coming back to half moon. Place your left hand in front of your left foot and out to the left. Shift your weight forward and lift your back leg up. Extend your top arm up as well. Keep looking down to enhance your balance. And see if you can lift your bottom hand off the floor and balance here. Keep your lifted leg engaged. Flex the foot. Strong glutes, strong thighs. And slowly return back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the floor. Step back to plank pose. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. And here, flip yourself all the way around. Roll until you lay down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And rock a few times, side to side. Go ahead, close your eyes. Interlace fingers behind your right leg and extend your left leg all the way down along the floor. Straighten your right leg up and climb your hands up closer to your ankle. And just breathe here. Keeping eyes closed. At a gentle push and pull with your leg. Moving your right thigh closer to your chest and letting it go slightly further away. Bend your right knee and twist. Move your knee across the body, all the way out across. Turn your head in the opposite way of your knee. Still eyes closed. And rest here for a few moments. Next inhale, gently come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And then interlace fingers behind your left thigh. Extend your right leg all the way down along the floor. Straighten your left leg and walk your hands up toward your ankle. Keeping legs engaged. Rock the leg forward and back closer to your chest and letting it go further away. Take another deep breath. Exhale out. Bend your knee and twist. Move the knee across the body. Turn your gaze in the opposite way of your knee. And relax for a few more moments here. And just notice, how does your body feel? Where is your mind going? And can you let any thoughts come to you, acknowledge them, and then let them drift away, coming at a better time, using this time now for just yourself. Inhale, come back to center, hug both knees into your chest, and come to a happy baby. Reach to hold the outer edges of your feet. Sway from side to side, gentle rock. Bend your knees deeply, knees toward your armpits, but at the same time lengthen your spine and reach tailbone down toward the floor. Play with the pose by straightening one leg, bending the other knee more, and then switching sides. And bring your feet to touch, knees to touch, and softly rock up the hips toward your heart for a gentle lift of the hips. Gentle lift. We'll do it a few more times. As you exhale, lift the hips up. 2 more times, and then we'll transition to a shoulder stance. Rock your hips up, and then use your hands to support your hips upwards. Find the time to extend the legs up toward the ceiling, and just keep your head here absolutely still without moving. Engage your legs, lift the toes straight up toward the ceiling. Maybe bend your knees and frame your ears with your knees. Maybe come to a plow pose. Straighten your legs and let your feet go as far back as they could, maybe touching the floor with your feet. Legs can be straight or bent. You can play with any other poses that you wish. We'll spend another moment here. And once you're ready, bend your knees into your chest. Slowly, with control, lower your hips back down to the floor. Roll yourself up to a seat. Extend your legs right in front of you and place your hands with the palms facing down under your hips, under your seat. Lean back, lower elbows down, and arch your back gently. Reach your head down toward the floor, or forehead to be more exact, to open up the throat. Inhale here, that's a fish pose. Exhale, open mouth. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, open mouth. One last time, inhale. Exhale. And slowly lift yourself up. Come back to a seat. Sit up tall. And sit with your legs out wider. Not as wide as you could, but wider than feet directly in front of the hips. We'll twist gently to the right, point your toes, very little bit lean forward without rounding your spine. So we want a tall spine and twist, very little lean forward. And we're going to really engage here the core and the pelvic floor and the hip flexors. And we'll start lifting this right leg up. We're going for 8 times only. As you exhale, lift the leg up and lower down. Exhale, up and down, up and down. It's surprising how hard this is, but it really works. The lower belly and the hip flexors. Notice if this is too much for you, you can bring your feet closer and that will make it more accessible. Just notice what distance feels best for you. Exhale up, inhale down. We have only 3 more here. 1, 2 with the exhale, and 3. And then we'll twist the other way. So twist to the opposite side, to the left. Tall spine, hands down, lean slightly forward. Again, play around with how wide the legs are. Exhale, lift the leg up. Inhale to lower it back down. Let's go here for another 3, 2, and 1. We'll twist again to the right, doing it one more time, sitting up tall, lean slightly forward, and let's go. Exhale up and down. Last 2 and 1, and twist to the left. Fingers to the floor in front of you, lean forward, let's go, exhale up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Very good, extend your legs out wide now, as wide as you comfortably can. And now tilt your pelvis forward, reach your toes up toward the ceiling. And then lean forward as far as you can with the tall spine. Walk your hands to the right. Hold your right shin or ankle. Take a breath. Exhale, walk your hands back through center. Walk yourself as far forward as you comfortably can without rounding your back. So that can be just a little bit or more. Hold your left shin or ankle or anything that you can reach to. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Coming back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands a little more forward. Maybe touching the belly to the floor, maybe not. And walk your hands back. Help yourself to lift your knees, bring your feet to touch. Bring the feet close to your hips, but not absolutely touching. Hands behind you, and activate your hips to open up the knees out as wide as you could. We'll stay here with a tall spine for 3, 2, and 1. And then slightly move your feet forward. And this time round your back. Allow yourself to relax, lean forward, reach your forehead toward your feet. Three breaths. On your next inhale, lift yourself up and find your way, laying all the way down onto your back. One final figure 4, placing right ankle on top of the left thigh. And this time interlace your fingers behind your left knee, behind the thigh, and just rest here for a few moments. Close your eyes. Deepen your breath. next inhale, switch the figure 4, placing the opposite ankle on top of the other thigh. Interlace fingers behind your other knee. And breathe. Enjoy the hip stretch. Allow your eyes to close and relax the spot between your eyebrows. Actively relax your forehead, relax your jaw, and all of the little muscles around your lips. Take another breath here. And then slowly release any effort and come to your Shavasana. You're welcome here to elevate your legs up at the wall or use any props that you have around you to make your Shavasana more comfortable. And once you settle down, allow your body to be very heavy, surrendering, letting go for these few moments of anything, and just rest. And gently start deepening your breath. Start adding little movements into your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Extend your arms back behind you for a full body stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. And slowly roll yourself to a side. And take a moment here, laying to a side. Once you're ready, prop yourself up into a seat. Sit up tall with your eyes closed, bringing palms together in front of your sternum. Take a moment to give thanks to yourself for taking care of your mind and your body, and to honor ourselves, each other, and this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for practicing.